Hey guys, so are you trying to fill a void, an emptiness inside of yourself by doing things in the outside world, like you're trying to make a lot of money, or you're trying to have a relationship, or maybe more sex or better sex, or have a better home, buy new things, have a new car? Are you trying to do that to fill this emptiness, this void inside of yourself? Well, I have to tell you, this doesn't work. And I've also fallen into this trap quite some times. And let's talk about what you can really do to fill that emptiness, to fill that void inside of yourself. What really works. And hey, if this is the first time that we meet, I'm Jonas Erb, and on this channel we talk about authenticity and personal growth. We provide tools and ideas that help you gain clarity, freedom, and fulfillment in your life. If you haven't yet, consider subscribing. So actually, even though I'm talking about personal development on this channel, and I'm a coach, a life coach, an embodiment coach, I've also fallen into this trap quite some times. I'm from Switzerland and I just went to Latin America, to Colombia currently for like 4 months to travel. And what I've started to realize is that I've also been trying to fill some kind of void, some kind of emptiness inside of myself by traveling. So in my case, I wanted to change the outside, as in I wanted to change the place where I live or where I'm located at, to try to change the inside world. And I had to once again realize that it doesn't work. And I'm sharing this with you because I can imagine that you are doing a similar thing. And obviously this channel is about authenticity, so I want to be authentic about my journey as well, and don't just say that I've got everything together, because I don't, but also so you can relate more to the topic. And so let's talk about different ways that you might be avoiding, or that you might be trying to fill this void inside of yourself, this emptiness, and ways that don't work, and then see what could you actually do that really works. Let's start with this first case, me like trying to change the location. I know of a lot of people that are trying to want to have a digital nomad life, trying to be at some really nice place, at some playa, like some beach or some beautiful nice tropical place, and they are thinking that that will change the way they feel about themselves and about their lives. And it doesn't. It only changes it if it's on your path, and if you're doing it because you love doing it, but not because you're trying to fill a void or an emptiness inside of yourself. I mean, partially this is also what I'm realizing, what I've already knew before as well. So if you're trying to change the outside, like where you're living, then really ask yourself, what is that motivated by? Do you really want to go where you want to go? Do you want to travel, or do you want to live somewhere else? Is that really what you want, or do you try to fill a certain emptiness about your life? And let's talk about other ways that you could be trying to fill this void. So one of the classical ways is to try to make more money. Money is often just a representation of something else. And if you're trying to fill this void by trying to make a lot of money, it's important to see what is behind that. What are you motivated by truly? Why are you wanting to make more money? Do you think it's going to make you happy? It's going to make you fulfilled? Sometimes making a lot of money, the need behind that could be a need for safety, because money is a representation of being safe. If you have a lot of money, you're safe that you're not going to be on the street, that you're going to have enough food to live, and that you're going to have shelter, it's going to be bad weather. So money can oftentimes have to do with feeling safe. So if that's the case, I would invite you to see how can you fulfill this feeling of feeling unsafe inside of yourself. Because no matter how much money you will make, if that inner feeling of feeling unsafe is not catered for, you will not feel fulfilled and happy inside of yourself. You cannot fill this void of I need more money, because you're afraid that you don't have enough, that you're basically not safe. You will not be able to change that. So what I invite you to do is to see what are ways that you can give safety to yourself. They can start to feel more safe inside of yourself. In releasing, we often just ask questions like, could I allow myself to feel safe? Or you could also just ask yourself, what do I need to feel safe? And just see, could you allow yourself to have more safety inside of yourself and give yourself more safety? There's other videos that you can check out about releasing if you want to, but that's the key, to give yourself this need that you're trying to make fulfilled by the outside thing of getting money. The other thing that money could also stand for is validation, that you want validation from other people, or that you want validation even from yourself, prove to yourself that you can make a lot of money. So, and then the question is, Could you give yourself this validation that you're trying to get from making a lot of money? How could you give yourself this validation? Oftentimes it also has to do with self-love. Could you love yourself more? Could you start to really like yourself? Could you look to yourself into the mirror and say, I love myself, and really feel that that rings true? And if you can't, then one suggestion would be to make a little ritual to basically give yourself this validation, give yourself this love. Again, releasing, you could use releasing, you could say, could I allow myself to give myself validation? Could I feel validated? Could I feel appreciated? Could I allow myself to feel appreciated? Then another way that you might be trying to fill your void is by having a relationship or having sex, a lot of sex or better sex or whatever. And especially in terms of relationships, what could be behind that is because if you're trying to fill this void inside of yourself by having a relationship, it will never work. Like, even if you have that relationship that you're desiring, it will not actually really fill that emptiness inside of you. And oftentimes behind that desire to have a relationship is this need for connection. So in that case, I would invite you to see how can you connect more to yourself, and also how can you connect more to other people? How can you fulfill that inner need of wanting connection, needing connection? And oftentimes it has to do with like feeling your heart. I would invite you to put your hand on your heart. I'm not gonna fully put it on here because there's the microphone, but put your hand on your heart and just see what is going to happen if you allow yourself to just feel your heart a little bit more. Oftentimes, when we're desiring for connection, what's really happening is that our hearts are closed. So you can't really feel yourself, your own heart, your own emotions, your own internal world. And through that, you can also not feel other people and their emotions, how they feel. And so you cannot really connect to them. So in that case, I would invite you to basically learn to open your heart. There's a few videos that I have on this channel to how to open your heart. You can also watch them. I'll link them up here. And just the basic way is to just feel your heart, put your hand on your heart, and just see if you can just internally drop into your heart. Like, gonna drop with your internal attention into your heart and allow yourself to just feel whatever is there. And do that not only with your heart, but do that with your whole body. Like, can you feel your stomach? Can you feel your lower stomach? Can you feel your legs? Can you feel your sexual region? Can you feel your heart? Can you feel, what do you feel inside of you really? Because that's gonna make you connected to yourself. That's gonna give you that feeling of like feeling more connected. From there, you can feel more connected to other people. And through that, you're going to invite much more deeper friendships and relationships into your life. And in the end, you will actually feel fulfilled and you feel nourished and full inside of yourself. And you will feel that feeling of connection, but not because the relationship that you might eventually get or because of the deep friendships, but because of your ability to connect with yourself and your other people. And that's what's really fulfilling you, like feeling connected. So another way that you could try to fill this void, this emptiness inside of yourself, could be to try to buy a lot of things, like buy a new car, buy a new house, buy a new computer, buy new clothes, and so on. So often what is behind that is that you're lacking purpose, that you're lacking direction in your life. If you're trying to buy a lot of things and try to fill that emptiness inside of yourself by buying a lot of things, often it means that you don't really have a feeling of like a deeper purpose, a deeper direction, like a meaning in your life. Because if you have meaning in your life, you will realize that no things that you could buy, no things that you could acquire in the outside world will ever really matter compared to like having meaning in life. Because whatever you buy, it will never fill that emptiness inside of you. It will maybe make you, if you buy something new, it will make you feel good for some time, but then your happiness level will go back to normal levels after a very quick time often. And then you have to buy something else. And then you will feel a spike of like dopamine and serotonin and just feeling good for some time, and then it's gonna go back again to normal. And if you're feeling empty inside of yourself, then that normal is like emptiness. And so it will never really work to try to buy things to fill that emptiness. What will help though is to really ask yourself, what is my purpose? Why am I here on this planet? What am I here to do, or what do I want to do? What's my direction in life? Where am I going? What do I want? What's the impact that I want to have in this world? And oftentimes that question can be really overwhelming, because like, what the heck is my purpose? Could be so many things, it's so complex, and then you're trying to find this crazy amazing thing. But sometimes it can also be really simple. It could be something like, I make other people smile, or I care about the people. Like, my purpose is to care and support people around me, or to be a good mother, or to be a good father. Or it could be something crazy like, I'm here to help elevate the consciousness of humanity, or I am here to inspire people for an authentic way of living, or whatever your purpose is. But just ask yourself, like, what am I doing here on this planet? Like, what is really my track in life? What do I want to do? What is the purpose of me being here? And just ask yourself this question, and you don't have to immediately find this answer, but you will have to just make yourself aware that you're lacking purpose, that you're lacking direction, and then ask yourself, what could be my purpose? What truly makes me fulfilled? What truly makes me happy? What are things that make me feel excited, that make me feel alive, that make me feel full of life energy? Your purpose is often making you excited, making you alive, making you feel full of life energy. That's when you're on your path. That's when you have direction. That's when you're living your purpose. There might be many other ways that you're trying to fill this void or this emptiness. I hope these ways have helped you. If there's any other situation that you're in, or that you're curious about other ways, then just let me know that in the comment. Yeah, so there's a lot of other videos on this channel about living authentically, about purpose, about like dealing with that emptiness inside of yourself. I will link some of these videos in the description. But also, if you want to go deeper, I would really invite you to sign up for a free 15 minutes vision and challenges call, where we go in detail about what is your vision for your life, what do you want, where do you want to go, and what are the challenges that are holding you back, or maybe that challenge is the emptiness, and what is behind that. And then we can see if I can help you, and how I can best help you. And if I feel like I can't, then I will point you to the right sources for you to get ahead. So if you want to sign up for that, the link for that is in the description below. And if you liked the video, I would really appreciate you hitting the like button. And I would really love for you to support my channel by subscribing to my channel, and make sure you turn on notifications by pressing on the notification bell if you want to be notified when new videos are going to come out. And so there are so many videos on this channel. I would love for you to check out some more of them. This one is the one where I talk about how to live authentically, and this one is the one that YouTube thinks you would like the most. So have fun watching and have a great day. Goodbye, everyone.